everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Remember a while back when I reviewed Resident Evil 5 and told you all about how it got pushed back over and over and over again? Well, this title was the complete opposite. Right when I heard it was coming out, it got pushed forward. And now I bring to you the next in line of the original zombie apocalypse survival horror series called
Resident Evil 6.
You must have known that was coming. Is this what I had barely had time to hope for? Well, let's take a look at it together, shall we? Game opened! Leon finds himself in quite the quandary. There is a zombie apocalypse going on, and you know when it comes to zombie apocalypses, everyone's invited! You have a jet fall on your head, a crashing chopper, a train, a building, and this graphical masterpiece. No, that was such a good advertisement! How did Leon find himself in this mess again? Well, while protecting this house... Leon, you cat. Between Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, Ashley Graham, this fine feminine fawn, and even Hunnigan, you've had it made. We got, there she is, Hunnigan! In a plagued university centered around a town, Tall Oaks, the president wanted to address the virus issue before becoming infected himself. Helena shows her connection in a cathedral, actually in a secret lab beneath the cathedral. What, you don't have hidden labs in your cathedrals?
What is that thing?
You're asking me?
Kill this gas-spitting teat monster to gain access into the lab where we find...
Ada.
It's Leon's birthday, and I didn't even get a chance to give him a gift. Apparently, this company is creating freaky clone things. We locate Helena's hot sister, Deborah. However, she ain't feeling too well.
No, Deborah!
I told you she was hot. This new Deborah is then shot down by...
Ada.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
This bitch, though, does not go down that easily. In fact, it takes hard goddamn work to finish her. Helena reveals she and Deb were captured for experimentation by a government official named Simmons. I thought Simmons was old. Shouldn't he have been out of the game years ago, but he can't stay home because he hates his wife? After this organization blows Tall Oaks like every town in Resident Evil gets, Hunnigan located Simmons heading to China. That means it's off to China, where Leon admits...
You're starting to grow me a little bit.
Turns out another gas whore is on board. Get rid of it before crash landing into the streets where we run into...
Sherry?
the child from Resident Evil 2. She's grown up quite nicely. They have an interesting friend chasing them. Beat him down, then go to a quarantine town where rotten meat turns into, I have no idea what that could be described as. You fight through to track Ada. Someone else is on her ass, Chris Redfield and the BSAA. They take on the Ada search while Leon and Helena meet up with Simmons. He is drugged with the C virus by Ada's infected minions. This turns him into a Cerberus-type creature, then a Tyrannosaur-type creature, then a giant fly, then thrown off a balcony to be impaled rather painfully. Not the way I'd want to go. I'd hate to be mutated into a giant fly. In the end, Helena is welcomed back to the Special Forces, absolved of all mishaps. Now that's all for Leon's campaign. As for Chris's campaign, Chris is having a rough go after losing his team on a mission. The BSAA will not let him drown in sorrow and selective ignorance and get him to the conflict in China. There he recalls the said previous mission in Europe, where he tried to protect his troops, especially the rookie Finn. He also bumps into...
Sherry Birkin.
This reunion has to wait because bigger things are happening. Like Chris and company meeting Ada only to learn she's a Neo-Umbrella agent looking to spread more bioterror. She fries the rookie Finn, who then transforms into a monstrosity that knocks Chris stupid, causing him short-term memory loss. Back at China, Chris shows it's all coming back as he asks partner Piers,
What happened to Ada Wong?
It's scary how he asks that. Then he runs into Jake and Sherry again. Moving on, they trace Ada to a facility where we see Leon and him do what they did before. What you didn't see was Chris chasing Ada to another base where Simmons' men gunned her down to her apparent death. From there, the missiles hit the city, causing all kinds of crazy. Chris takes on the mission of finding Jake along with Sherry. There, Chris makes known,
After we rescue Jake, I'm turning in my gun.
What?
No, Chris, you can't. You just can't quit. Finding Jake is his last task. Actually, getting away from the wrath of this giant monstrosity Ada helped cook up might take priority. You fight this abomination in several waves. In the process, Piers loses an arm in a rather brutal sequence, replacing it with sea virus magic. Together, they finally end the bastard. Chris helps Piers to the lone escape pod from the undersea facility. Piers feels it's better if Chris goes while his mutating ass stays behind. The creature still lives before Piers probably kills it for good while Chris leaves the aqua. We then see Chris not retire as he takes on another mission. With Chris down now, that leaves Jake. Jake Mueller, a merc on a specific job, is awesome! That's when Sherry comes in, prompting assisting his survival since he has natural antibodies to combat the sea virus. We learn Jake has an antagonist, juiced up Nemesis Leatherface after having a kid with Freddy Krueger. Escaping this Yustanach is how Jake and Sherry met up with the BSAA. What we didn't see was the Yustanach leading them to a plane crash. That's when we learn little Sherry has Wolverine-like healing powers.
Maybe it's your blood they should be testing for vaccines.
They already did. More than I can stand.
They find out these freaky troops along with the Yustanach are controlled by who?
You know, those shots of yours packed one hell of a punch, lady.
There's that Ada again. Jake and Sherry spend 6 months in a testing lab in China that resulted in... As I've said, Sherry has grown up very nicely. But now it might be a little disturbing to be listened to her. Sherry alerts her crew of their location for extraction. Upon their travel, they see the streets in total disarray. That's where they ran into...
Leon?
Then the Yustanach gets involved. What we didn't see from here is their road back to Leon in front of Simmons. We also didn't see them captured again. When they break free, they run into Chris once more. Jake and Chris stand off about Jake's father being Albert Wesker, who Chris killed. Then the giant mess comes along and Jake and Sherry go their way. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? Beat up the Yustanach to seemingly kill him. Really kill him to escape the facility safely. We then see Sherry send her final reports as Jake gets a better handle of the situation. Now we have extra options. What's a Resident Evil game without mercenaries? You can also join a game as a creature or play through Ada Wong's campaign, or look at some of the other shit you collected during the game. And that's pretty much it. So what did I think of this game? Yo man, this shit's sick. It really takes all the elements from previous Resident Evil games and throws them together. First-person shooter nuts that always complained about the stiff shooting mechanics will appreciate the ability to move smoothly while shooting. Cover can be touchy and you still run into static motions. Even so, this is one of the easiest controlling third-person shooters I've played. You won't nail 90% of your shots, but you have accuracy with your guns nonetheless. The writing is stellar for Resident Evil, the voiceover acting is solid. The story is interesting on all 3 fronts. I have to admit that Capcom is deeply innovative when it comes to evolving similar scenarios as well as enemies. Making people into insects, swarms, and dinosaurs is somewhat far-fetched, but it's more than just endless zombie hordes. Jake Mueller is one of the best Resident Evil characters. Chris and Piers can be intense. Leon is Leon, and it was nice to see a place for little Sherry. Helena had her emotional moments as well. Ada is amazing. You never know what her angle is. She's Umbrella, but she helps occasionally. Is she just into Leon? Is there something more to it? We'll never know at this rate. I love how all three campaigns intertwine, but are unique. That being said, can a boss die? Can simple enemies die? You don't have much ammo available, yet these things don't die. I got caught many times with no viable method of killing major enemies. Upon saying that, this game is ridiculously hard. These people are flat out sadistic. I wondered if I accidentally put the difficulty on hard because I died a lot. The goddamn QuickTime events and vehicle runs are ludicrous. You can really go insane getting through this game. Be on high alert. This game is not for those with low tolerance. Overall, if you're already a fan of the franchise, you probably already have this one. But if you're not, you've never played any of the games before, check this one out, because on its own, it's really something worth your time. I thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.
What happened to Ada Wong?